Hello Gaming Stack Exchange, this is Fallen Angel Eyes, and I'm going to give you a peek at the Diablo 3 beta. I just received my invite last night and decided to pop in and check it out. I'm probably not gonna purchase the game myself. I don't agree with a bunch of stuff regarding that always online connection and such. So this is a nice way for me to be able to actually get my hands in the game and take a look at it, see how it plays. Hopefully some more Gaming Stack Exchange people will get into the beta so that we can play together, which would be really awesome because I really don't want a pug in this game. For those of you who don't know what pug means, it means it's short for PUG, pickup group, and that's when you just decide to join up with random people. If any of you have ever pugged in Diablo 2 multiplayer, you'll understand because it's generally kind of a horrible experience. Though I imagine it would be a little better in Diablo 3 because this game actually has assigned loot instead of free-for-all grab it on the ground as fast as you can, which is what you had to do in Diablo 2. So, we're here at the login screen, or not the login, at the character screen, and this is my level 7 Witch Doctor. Apologies that I'm not starting off completely fresh, but I started playing last night and wanted to get some time in. Unfortunately, I ran into the problem where you need to be online all the time in order to play the game, and it was very frustrating because yesterday my ISP was having some major issues. I couldn't stay connected to the internet for more than 15-20 minutes at a time sometimes, and trying to play a game where you need to be connected online and your connection keeps dipping, it frickin' sucks. So that is one of the things that Diablo 3 will be quote-unquote featuring, is that you have to have an online connection all the time to be able to play. And again, that's one of the reasons I'm not going to be purchasing it, because I don't really agree with that. You don't have access to your save games at all, or your characters, because both of them are saved on Blizzard's cloud servers. So if your ISP is acting up like mine was yesterday, or Blizzard servers are down for maintenance, you can't play your single player game, which is that's something I'm not really cool with. But your mileage may vary. I know a lot of people have been waiting for Diablo 3 for a long time, and as far as action RPGs go, it's still, well, Diablo 2 was one of the best, and Diablo 3 is looking to be a pretty good one. So you can see here, you can, with your character, you can play through all of Act 1. As far as I know, it's all of Act 1 in the game. They've got achievements, and one of the interesting things is they have beta achievements, which is kind of weird to me because I've never played a game that had achievements for only the beta. But you can see here there's achievements for maxing out each of the classes, and then one for maxing out all the classes. There's achievements for going through and finishing various quests. Legacy of Kain I thought was a nice homage to the Legacy of Kain series from Silicon Knights. RIP Silicon Knights. These are the co-op achievements, which I likely won't get at all until some of the gaming people get into beta. General challenges like kill a monster with a chandelier, which is pretty hilarious, honestly. Killing 10 elite monsters, killing 10 monsters with the environment, etc. And then there's small crafting achievements, and there's an achievement for getting all the beta achievements, and there's 480 of them, well, 479 if you don't count the one that's for all achievements. But I think that's a pretty interesting mechanic. I've never seen beta-only achievements, and that's definitely something new. Something else that's new that Diablo 3 has become pretty famous for is their auction house. Now, not a lot of Western games do a real money transaction auction house yet, and this is probably going to be the first major title that does it, where you can pay your own money, cash, PayPal, whatever. I'm assuming that they're going to support PayPal. In order to buy in-game money. Like you can see right here, you are able to purchase gold. You have to purchase at least 1,000 gold in order to you have to put in at least 1,000 in order to be able to purchase. And you can see right here, right now the price per unit is be. I don't know what these things are actually called. I call them Blizzard Bucks because, I don't know, I like alliteration. So you can see here for 2 Blizzard Bucks, you can get 1,000 in-game gold. This is the current beta rate at the moment. I have no idea how this is going to change when the game goes live. You never know. So, but that's, and of course we don't really know the pricing yet for how much these Blizzard Bucks are going to be to purchase. So it's pretty much all up in the air now, but you can do search for crafting and dyes, gems, and of course equipment. Tomes and pages, I'm not really entirely sure what those are for. As you can see, it says this feature is not available in beta. What I'm assuming is that these are going to be lore collectibles that you can that you'll be able to trade in the game among players when it is released. I know there's collectible tomes that I've found so far in my character, so I guess that you'll be able to actually trade those if you have extras or something. When you go to equipment, you can search for equipment for your character. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any sort of class indicator here. I saw somebody on the forums post that they name all their characters the same. So then if you choose to do that, you will end up with a list here of all the same characters and not be able to see who exactly you're searching for. So that's something that's at least some of the feedback that I've seen so far. Then you can see one-hand, two-hand, off-hand armor. So if I want to look at one-hand items, you can get more granular in your search and as to what you're looking for. I assume, okay, these are grayed out. For example, hand crossbow is grayed out because my character, Lilithiel, she is a witch doctor. The demon hunter is the one that uses the hand crossbow, so obviously I can't search for that character. I can use a dagger though, and you can also search for preferred stats if you want. So stuff like movement speed, poison weapon damage, all kinds of stats. Just gonna make it easy and do all attributes. Oh, okay, looks like I didn't even notice this before. You can add even more criteria if you want. So if you want something with arcane weapon damage and armor and I don't know what else here, arcane resist or something, you can search for that. No items found, obviously that's pretty specific. But if I do a search for a dagger for arcane weapon damage, then here you go. You can see the current bid in Blizzard Bucks and the buyout price. I noticed that it looks to be anonymous bidding. I don't know if that's going to be, or anonymous auctions. I don't know if that's going to change at all in the release or not, but that's how it is now. And then if you choose to sell, then obviously complete it. I think it's a pretty interesting system that they've set up, honestly. They said that because so many people chose to go to third-party websites, like the Chinese gold farmers, stuff like that, people who, would gather gold or items or weapons for you and then do that sort of trading, illegally. That's, outside the terms of service. And then you'd end up with problems like, people getting their accounts hacked, having all their items stolen, and that created more work for Blizzard customer service. So that's what they've stated is one of the reasons behind this auction house, which I find to be understandable. And of course, they get a cut on all the transactions. I'm not sure how much that is. I think it may be in the FAQ, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But I've seen this work fairly well in other, like the Asian free-to-play MMOs. I know Perfect World Entertainment, with their big title Perfect World International, they also do stuff like the in-game gold, where you can purchase in-game products with real money. And honestly, it's kind of a genius move on Blizzard's part. If they just wanna, it'll just make them a lot more cash. Pretty much. They have fewer people going to outside parties to spend money, and they get the money, they get a cut, and they don't have to deal with the customer service headaches of, people having their stuff stolen because, they decided to go to some random Chinese gold farmer to power level them or give them a lot of cash. honestly, you know, it's like I said, it's not a bad system. I don't know if it's one I'd participate in, maybe, but hey, there you go. We also have, I'm not really sure what the purpose of this is. It's a banner that you can customize, and you can open up more customization options for this banner by various achievements. Like different patterns for it, as you can see, like this switches to plain, darker, lighter strip in the right and left, or switched around. You can choose from various sigils, and the different sigil accents and positions, etc. I don't know how this plays, if this will play into multiplayer at all, I don't know if this will end up maybe part of your tombstone, or if it's just complete flavor. I know that this little symbol here ends up, like right down there, that is what ends up showing next to your name in the friends list, but further than that, I don't really know what kind of effect this is going to have. If any of you guys know who have been in the beta longer or whatnot, let me know, because I'm kind of curious. Down here you can add friends, see your friends in line. I'm not going to be opening this because Blizzard's using the real ID system for the Diablo 3 friends list, and I don't really want to give out my real name on the internet just randomly to whoever may happen across this video, so I'm just going to keep that closed. I don't really like the real ID system, and they said it was opt-in, and I don't have it on my Blizzard account, but I can't seem to find a way to turn it off. I've checked the options here, and there's nothing in regards to the real ID system, so I don't know what to do about that. Seemingly I don't think there's anything you can do. Let's see. So looks like you can have up to 8 characters, or 9 characters actually. I didn't see that. I guess once you get down here it'll scroll down. 10 characters, derp. 90 hero slots remaining. There's only 5 classes released currently. As far as I know, that's as many as there's going to be, but you never know. The more classes may be released in expansions or some such. And you've got the Barbarian, Demon Hunter, Monk, Witch Doctor, and Wizard. And something that's nice that is different from Diablo 2 is that you can choose the gender of your little character, which is just a nice little option to have, because before, if you wanted to play a barbarian, you know, you had to be male, or if you wanted to play an assassin, you had to be female. But I think it's nice that they just give this option now for people. The current beta level cap is 13. That's, you can see that in the, like I said, in the achievements. And as far as I know, there is no end to when when you can play beta. I assume it just runs until the game's release, and Blizzard time is nearly as notorious as Valve time, so yeah, God knows when. I think that's pretty much all I had to say about everything that's here on the screen. Also, if you haven't already, the Diablo 3 beta is opt-in. What you need to do is go to your Battle.net account, and under summary, if you look at the links on the right hand side, you'll see something like beta preferences or something like that. Click on that link and it'll ask you, there'll be 3 checkboxes for the 3 universes that you're interested in, either Diablo, StarCraft, or Warcraft. Give a check on the Diablo checkbox, so then you will be opted in for the Diablo 3 beta if you are not opted in already. Gaming Stack Exchange people, do this so we can all play together, because that would be fun. But yeah, you'll have to download a little program from Blizzard that uploads your system specs for you and everything, but that should be no big deal. If you've got something against that, then I'm not sure that you can participate in the beta, but, you know, I don't know. So yeah, go opt into the Diablo 3 beta if you have not already, so maybe we can actually play together. And let's get started here, because I want to try to get this character leveled